Ladies and gentlemen, the UK government has just announced the solution to our asylum accommodation crisis, military barracks, because when you've spent £15 billion on putting people in hotels, the obvious next step is the army base down the road. Genius. Why didn't we think of this before? Oh wait, we did! And we scrapped it. Welcome to Britain, where we're so efficient we make the same mistakes twice. Let me get this straight. The Home Office looked at spending £170 per person per night on hotels and thought, you know what? This seems sustainable for years. Meanwhile, actual British families can barely afford a travelodge on the M6. The accommodation contracts have gone from £4.5 billion to £15.3 billion. That's not inflation, that's incompetence with a mortgage. And here's the kicker. Two companies still owe the government £46 million in excess profits, and the Home Office is like, hey, we'll get around to collecting it. Mate, if I owed HMRC a fiver, they'd seize my house. But apparently when you're a contractor, you can just keep the change. So the grand plan now? Stick 900 blokes in Cameron Barracks in Inverness and Crowborough training camp. The Defence Minister cheerfully told us these sites are not luxury accommodation by any means. Mate, we know. We've seen British military accommodation. Squatty housing makes student digs look like the Ritz. But here's where it gets beautiful. When pressed on whether this would actually save money compared to hotels, the minister said they're currently assessing the costs and it depends on the base translation. We have absolutely no idea if this is cheaper, but the public's mad, so we're doing something. The Home Affairs Committee literally warned that military sites would cost more than hotels, but who needs facts when you've got vibes? And the location choices are chef's kiss. Cameron Barracks is an open facility in the middle of Inverness town centre. No fencing, no security. The local MP said asylum seekers in Scotland have a terrible track record of actually staying put, so they'll probably just up sticks and leave. So we're spending millions to create a very expensive bus stop. Meanwhile, they're floating pop-up buildings and modular units, which is government speak for shipping containers with ensuite bathrooms. Portakabin is literally pitching the Home Office. Portakabin, we've gone from Holiday Inn to shipping containers. Next month, they'll be suggesting tents. The best part, Sir Keir Starmer said he's frustrated and angry at the mess inherited from the Tories. Mate, you've been in charge since July of 2024. At some point, this becomes your shambles. You've closed 24 hotels and there are still 210 left. At this rate, we'll solve the asylum crisis around the same time we finish HS2, which is to say, never Britain, where we turn a housing crisis into a £15 billion punchline.